Listen, P.J. Walker, I mean, it feels like they've really found something at quarterback there.
I mean, does Deshaun Watson want to play?
I don't know, dude.
Does he want to play?
I don't know.
I mean, at some point, I guess he can't say he doesn't want to play because then they probably be able to go after his money, but does he want to play?
How could you not want to play with a defense like that you're going to have a shot to win?
Because you get $230 million guaranteed no matter what. It's kind of that. I mean, now he doesn't if he retires, but as long as he just ekes this thing out the next 5 years. I mean, they can cut him. They can do whatever they want. Like, he plays bad enough. They can cut him. They still owe him $230 million.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the dude goes down. Then they say the report after the game was the coaches said he was fine. They were just monitoring it being safe. But he was like, more a little down on it, like I'm praying and I'm hoping that it isn't as bad as I thought it was. Like, yeah. He's actually the one that's basically reporting on his health to the media, which I find to be peculiar.
Everyone else with the medical opinion just clears him pretty much. I mean, it's like, well, it's kind of similar to this. You get a killer he gets a trust fund, right? $230 million. Then he's like, hey, you want to go out and get a job? He's like, not really.
No.
I've got $230 million coming. I'm good. That's what it kind of feels like. Like it's human nature, by the way, too. For if you won the lotto and you end up netting $230 million, because we always talk about the Powerball and all that, like you'd probably be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm probably not going to do this anymore, right?
So you're saying I don't have to really play anymore? That's what we're saying, Deshaun.
And look, Stefanski was saying afterwards that he was cleared of the concussion they checked him for a concussion. He was cleared, and then it was Stefanski that just decided not to put him in the game because he wanted to protect his franchise quarterback, which were the words, "I want to protect my franchise quarterback." It's like, okay, then why did he suit up? Like, if that's the case, why is he playing at all?
Hey man, the Browns are going to make a run with P.J. Walker starting as their quarterback for the majority of this year, and their $230 million starting quarterback on the bench.
Chilling. The trust fund baby is just chilling.
That's an expensive backup quarterback.
Hey, while you can have whatever opinion you may want to have on it, he has maybe single-handedly ruined, by the way, the opportunity of any other player ever. Ever getting, and I mean ever.
Every owner's like, Exhibit A. This is exactly why we're not giving you guaranteed money.
When I said don't ever come around here again, like never, ever come around here again asking for a guaranteed contract.
I mean, listen, Brady Quinn's been pounding the table for years on Fox Sports Radio. I wish they would take the backup quarterback job a little bit more seriously, start paying these guys and really invest in this. Well, Cleveland's investing $230 million in a backup quarterback, so clearly...
I mean, that's an important position.
Yeah, so good for Cleveland.
I told you all, I talked with some folks before the season, and they were trying to convince me he's a top 5 quarterback. I was like, top 5 when?
No way.
I go, at what point do you think was it the 4-12 season when he put up great stats? A lot of that in garbage time and all. Is like, was that the year you saw that? Like, I don't know that he had ever at any point in time during his career been a top 5 quarterback. But like that was their tagline. We've top 5. I'm like, he's not a top 5 quarterback. He's never been a top 5 quarterback. So I'm not sure where you get that from. And now you've incentivized him to not play because he's just paid. I mean, the whole situation is incredibly frustrating as a Browns fan. It's incredibly frustrating as a former Browns player because they don't need to do much more at the quarterback spot in order to make a run because their defense is so good, because they've got such a great offensive line and are able to run the football. And they've got weapons outside too. If you just got average quarterback play and didn't turn the football over, this team would be like, we'd look at them and say, yeah, they're maybe not the Chiefs, but they could sure as heck compete with the Chiefs, and I'll put them in a one-game playoff scenario. I'll give them a shot with that defense and running game.
Yeah.
If you just had a quarterback who didn't turn it over and made a few throws, a few plays, man, it's frustrating to me, man. I'm sorry.
Deshaun Watson, speaking of a few throws and a few plays, completed one pass for 5 yards.
Oh,
which matched his interception total.
Look,
his completions and his interceptions were the same.
Even before he left the game, he wasn't good. Like they weren't. He wasn't playing well.
Hey,
like they actually got better quarterback play from P.J. Walker when he came in.
That's what I'm saying. You look at the way he was playing, Joe. This is like, does he want to play?
So he did speak afterwards. So here he was.
What did he have to say?
One Deshaun Watson talking about the decision to not go back in the game during the game yesterday between the Browns and the Colts.
I want to go out there and try to help the team as much as possible and go out there and play and perform and compete. But the decision was best for the team, and they felt that was the best. And PJ did a great job of finishing the game, and everyone else played a heck of a job to get the win.
I might be a horrible person because ever since everything that's happened, why does it always sound like he's sitting on a
stand?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Why does it always sound like he's sitting on the stand?
Yeah.
Like
he's got to plead the fifth.
Do you got a guilty conscience, my guy? You sound like you testifying on the advice.
He's constantly under
the advice of my lawyer.
I've decided not to return to the game.
All right, now play what he just said yesterday. Yeah, right. Let's play what he just said. Well, I know. I know.
I want to go out there and try to help the team as much as possible.
You can stop right there.
On the advice of my lawyer,
yep.
I assert my rights. The decision was best for the team, and
it just all sounds the same. It just sounds like You know
what I can't help but think of when he decides that he's medically clear. This is now twice that he's been cleared and has not played for whoever's reasoning or the reason why he's not played, but this is now twice that we know of documented that he's been cleared medically to play and just doesn't play.
He's guilty of not being the person that they thought they brought in. Well, that's why he's interviewing the way that he's interviewing.
I can't help but think Nick Chubb's got to be watching this going, I'd do anything to be out there. I almost lost my career on that play. And who knows how I'm going to recover from this knee injury that I suffered. That was gruesome. It was another knee injury to the same knee, if I'm not mistaken. He's got to be watching something like that going, seriously, man. Like if they were to tell me right now, hey, listen, you're cleared, but it's up to you. You think Nick Chubb or 99% of players are going to be like, nah. I'm going to go ahead and sit this one out.
It's wild. It's what's best for the team. May not be. Wait. You make how much money? It's best for the team that you be off the field, even if you're not 100%. Okay.
Yeah, it's
okay.
That's a weird one. Very strange.
I don't think he wants to play anymore. I think we've seen the last of Deshaun Watson. And he's going to play. He's going to stay on the roster. What I'm saying is you're not going to see an elite level caliber quarterback ever again out of him. I just don't see it.
I agree.
I just don't see it. Like, it ain't there. Like,
did we see it in the first place at any point? Like that's the thing that
I'd say that
I know he was good in Houston,
right?
But I think you could contend really was he up there amongst the top? Like I don't think it was ever the case. Like, and I understand people. Well, we went to the Pro Bowl. It's like and the year he led the league in yards and all that. That was where, if you really dissect through some of that
garbage,
a lot of that stuff came in some blowout losses.
Yeah. I think he was impressive in some of the things that he was able to do, but to justify some of the conversations in terms of what he represented in comparison to other quarterbacks, it's not, you can't do it.
He was never a top 5 quarterback. He was viewed as somebody who had the potential that you would want to build your roster around, that he was young, and that's somebody that for the next 10 years, if he continues to ascend, he could get to that point, and it just never happened.
And that's the intrigue of it when you have the situation where it's kind of turbulent with what's going on. And I think it was turbulent times in Houston, and people are looking at it like he's still performing, so there was some merits to it. Like, think about what's going on in with the Chargers right now. Oh yeah. I'm not going to downgrade Herbert. Are we going to downgrade him?
I don't know, man.
I mean, I mean, not yet.
Yeah, wait till hour 3.
Not yet. Oh.
Yeah, we'll do that now.
Okay. All right. Oh, there you go. All right. Dang.
Damn. Yeah, but it's just it's not
But you know what
not
I'm
going
saying,
well, man.
right?
Yeah, it's not. It's just not. It's not anything that they thought that they were buying or purchasing. And Kevin Stefanski's got to sit up there and have to answer these questions over and over again.
1 completion and 1 interception, and that 1 completion that he gave you was for 5 yards.
Yeah,
that's your.
I mean, on the season, he's basically getting paid a little over $500,000 so far per completion.
Oh, what a bargain!
Yeah,
Dang.
that's in essence what he's got. 66 completions. He's getting paid like $46 million this year. In essence,
I ain't paying for that. yes, you are.
Yes, you are.